What does it really mean for an AI to think? Today, we're diving deep into why AI workflow mistakes matter now. AI workflow mistakes cost nine figures in 2026. AI has become production infrastructure, powering customer support, operations, analytics, software delivery, and decision systems across every industry. Workflow failures no longer affect isolated experiments. They propagate across thousands of daily transactions and business critical processes. Organizations that eliminate workflow friction gain compounding advantages in speed, reliability, and operational efficiency. But here's where it gets interesting: the core bottleneck. Pilot scale, workflows don't. Most organizations successfully demonstrate AI value in controlled pilots but struggle when reliability requirements increase in production environments. Scaling requires orchestration, monitoring, governance, and integration across existing systems, not simply deploying a larger model. Workflow complexity introduces hidden latency, operational overhead, and maintenance costs that rapidly erode expected ROI. So, what's the real problem? Let's talk about root cause. Model-centric thinking breaks at scale. Teams often blame poor outcomes on model quality and invest heavily in retraining while ignoring systemic workflow weaknesses. Production failures frequently originate from missing evaluation loops, unmanaged data drift, brittle integrations, or unclear escalation paths. Even state of the art models cannot compensate for unreliable processes surrounding inference and execution. This raises a critical question: breakthrough. Shift to workflow centric architecture. The model should be viewed as a replaceable component rather than the center of the architecture. Workflow design determines system resilience, cost efficiency, observability, and the overall user experience. High performing AI organizations focus on orchestrating capabilities across components instead of optimizing individual model calls. Now let's zoom in on the AI workflow operating model. Four layers of production AI. Data reliable systems begin with version datasets, schema validation, lineage tracking, and strong governance controls. Evaluation, continuous measurement detects degradation early and creates feedback loops for ongoing improvement. Orchestration, stateful workflows coordinate events, dependencies, retries, and business logic across multiple services. Human in the loop. Escalation mechanisms ensure high-risk decisions receive appropriate oversight before actions are executed. Here's something most people overlook: four critical absences. Version-controlled prompts should be treated like software assets with testing, rollback, and release management practices. Deterministic evaluations establish measurable quality thresholds before outputs reach customers or downstream systems. Guardrails enforce formatting standards, policy compliance, reliability requirements, and latency constraints at runtime. Semantic caching dramatically reduces repetitive inference costs while improving responsiveness and resource utilization. Think about this for a second. Workflow mistake 1: linear pipelines. Sequential processing guarantees bottlenecks. Traditional workflows rely on rigid step-by-step execution where every stage waits for the previous stage to finish. A single delayed model response can create cascading slowdowns throughout the entire system. Modern architectures leverage asynchronous execution, event-driven coordination, parallel branches, and intelligent retry mechanisms. And this is where things get complex. Workflow mistake 2: no continuous evaluation. Evaluating once breaks by Tuesday. Data distributions, user behavior, and business requirements evolve continuously after deployment. Point-in-time validation creates a false sense of confidence while performance gradually degrades in production. Automated evaluation systems detect drift, trigger alerts, and initiate rollback procedures before failures become widespread. But here's where it gets interesting. Workflow mistake PSJ3, human review after decisions. Post-decision review is remedial, not preventive. Reviewing outcomes after execution identifies problems only after costs, risks, or customer impact have already occurred. Effective systems position human expertise at critical approval checkpoints where intervention still influences outcomes. Strategic human gating significantly reduces operational errors while maintaining workflow velocity and accountability. So, what's the real problem? Let's talk about quantified impact. Workflow first delivers. Modular evaluation frameworks accelerate experimentation cycles and reduce the effort required to validate improvements. Guardrails and structured validation layers reduce hallucinations, formatting failures, and policy violations before deployment. Organizations adopting workflow-first architectures consistently achieve higher returns on infrastructure and AI investments. This raises a critical question: future 2027 and beyond. Autonomous workflows, not autonomous agents. The next generation of AI systems will focus on self-healing workflows rather than fully independent agents. Telemetry-driven orchestration will automatically reroute failures, retry tasks, and optimize execution paths in real time. Human oversight remains essential but becomes seamlessly integrated into workflows instead of acting as a manual bottleneck. Now let's zoom in on closing proposition. Build workflows, not models. Competitive advantage increasingly comes from architecture, orchestration, and operational excellence rather than model selection alone. Every workflow contains hidden friction points that accumulate cost, latency, and reliability challenges over time. The organizations that win in the AI era will be those that engineer complete systems, not isolated model endpoints.